Well, it's day one back in the Philippines of my dual life. And I gotta admit, this is a pretty happy life. Yep, it is. I've had some great surprises today. A lot of children have been to visit. Maybe a couple of them being a little naughty, but that's all right. That's children. And they made me laugh though. And we had a wonderful lunch with the family. I got to eat grilled fish right from the start. That's what I was craving. Some nice soup with jackfruit in it. I love that jackfruit. Man, that was awesome as well. Our friend Danica cooked it up for everyone, and we all sit down and had a shared meal together. So that was pretty great. And then my new neighbors come walking down the street here. They were out for a stroll. It was a brand new house that was working on being built while I was here last trip. It looks like they've completed or close to completed, and met him. He is from Germany, and really great meeting him and his wife. It was his brother-in-law and sister-in-law that overseen that house being built while they were abroad, and they're here vacationing right now. This is same like us. It is their second home. Their home away from home. They too are escaping the cold in Germany right now. So that was also enjoyable. And my neighbor right here that has the new house right next door to me here, she came out and greeted me, and we said hello. A very happy meet and greet right there. She's super nice, and got to joke with her a little bit. Wonderful day. So I went swimming, and it's only the middle of the day. That's what's funny. It's only the middle of the day because it starts so early. I couldn't wait. Man, I went right out there to that water, jumped in, swam, just soaked in it, just floated in it. Man, just enjoying life. And came back to me a really nice shower at the well. I've been monitoring my solar as well, but we'll cover that in another video. So let me cover where I'm at and what I'm doing. You know where I'm at. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm right to work. I'm doing some maintenance to my Toyota Hilux Surf. One of the things I've done, of course, check the oil. I flushed the cooling system. I brought some radiator flush. I flushed the system per instructions as this flush that I brought from the US said to do. And getting that refilled, just giving it a good overview because it may be going on some pretty good journeys here soon. I changed out a broke mirror. I couldn't find another black one, but I got a chrome one on it, and at least I got that bad mirror that had wire. I had it wired with baling wire. You know, a farmer. I'm a farmer. We're gonna bale and wire everything. Well, it didn't stand out. We're in the Philippines, you know, and you see some of the cars on the road here, it fit in. So what I'm working on here right now is the front headlights. These headlights right here, they are constantly getting me bright lighted. I have done adjustments on them. I've parked them down the street, and parked down the street and looked at them as if I was a car coming head on towards them. I say a screw here I don't want to lose, so I'm kind of distracted. There we go. I'm always getting, everybody's always flashing their lights. So like I said, I went down the street here. I looked at it about like where my eyes would be if I was in another car coming, or a truck. And it don't matter if it's big buses or low cars, they're always bright lighting me. And I don't know, I couldn't really see what it is that's making them do that. But I did notice that the design in these lights was different than my donor vehicle in the US. So on a previous trip, I had brought, maybe it was in a box. Maybe I shipped them in a box, that's what it was. I had sent, that's what it was. I just knew I had them here. I had sent the headlights out of my donor vehicle from back in the US. Well, I've got them both right here. This is from the donor vehicle in the US. These are an actual glass bulb. That is real glass. This one right here also feels to be real glass. This is the one that was in it that seems to be getting me bright light all the time, but it's not. That is actually a plastic. So this is a plastic and this is a real glass. And I don't know why Toyota offered different ones for maybe different parts of the world. My donor vehicle is the exact same year. Of course, in the US, it's a Toyota 4Runner. Over here in Asia, they are a Hilux Surf offered in diesel. Maybe the Japanese style lights or something, where just a different design. But I noticed that the plug's different on them. Let me show you right there. This has that standard old 3-prong like that, and this is a different style right here. It's also a 3-prong, but it's made all different. But luckily, I brought the pigtail with me, and I'm gonna put some flat blade connectors on the end of these wires right here, and just plug them into the original plug because I do not want to cut and chop on anything. But before I go any further at all, I'm going to do a dry fit and see if these actually do interchange. I mean, I want to be really sure. I kind of gave it a once over look. A lot of the mounts look the same. Definitely the ones I brought from the US are in better condition. And I also noticed that the mounting, excuse me there, I'm just kind of brain froze there. I also noticed that the mounting is made better on the ones from the US, which, you know, it all came from Japan. It even shows here manufactured in Japan, but the mounting is made way better as well. So I'm gonna check it out real quick and see if they work in here, and if they do, I'm going to make some flat blade connectors where I can just have an adaptive pigtail and not cut the original wiring on this truck. Another thing is the markers right here. These were getting, you turn them right, they're getting a lot of, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, you got to get just right. They're getting a lot of distortion, little fine cracks in the plastic. I wish I could get it where you could see it, and I just don't know. But let me tell you, when you get it out in the sun, you see it. They're getting fine little cracks in those. Well, I brought the ones from the US as well on that. Let me get one here and I'll show you the difference. The ones from the US have an orange marker and or amber marker, and the ones on here do not. I'll give you an example right there. You can see, of course, this is chrome. I'll probably want to get it blacked out since my other stuff's blacked out. But again, I noticed that there was a difference in how that was done as well. And I'm okay with that amber marker right there. So I'm gonna get those changed out. These are in really good condition. They're just dirty. They don't have any of those little fine cracks. So thank goodness for a donor vehicle in the US again. All right, well, I'll follow up here in a bit and see if I had any luck on putting these in, if they match exactly or not. Well, it absolutely does match up. It sure does. Way better made than the ones that was originally on here. I don't know, maybe the US standards were higher. That's possible. I wouldn't think that the Japanese would make it lesser in their market. I noticed even how all the lights adjust on the originals. Let me see if I can move some of the stuff out of the way. All the adjustments were designed totally different, like this right here and this one. They are made totally different on the ones from the US. Y'all tell me, let me see here, let's look at a little work here. Alright, a little wording here. H4 12 volt 60 55 watt. Let's pull this one back out right here real quick. I don't have it bolted in. See if I can set it out of there. And let's see if it has any markings like that. So this one here shows 12 volt, 65, 45 watt. Well, I noticed that this is also a wider light on this one, and this one here, it's I don't know what you would call that color, but it is an irritating color, I'll tell you, and you can't see that good with that light either. Something the way that it reflects in the front. I'm looking for some advice here, anybody watching this, because how these reflectors are made in the front are also different in the two lights, two different bulb systems. It's a different setup. It's got this slant on this one, like you see that angle there, how it mirrors. It's definitely a different pattern on the beam, for sure. For sure. I'll put them up here side by side. As you can see, it's two different patterns. There's like a cat eye thing on this one, and this one's just completely in little rectangles and squares, where this one's got this slant. There definitely is a difference then. There certainly is. So I got one of them changed out. I hadn't actually put the bolts in it yet, but it's burning. I made that little adapter on the pigtail. And here's the other one here. You see, it's kind of a yellowish light on that one. You can get back right here and look at them. Big difference in the color of the light. Probably way more prevalent at night. I see I got a fog light out down there, but there is a big difference. That's on high beam, and this is on low beam. See, the light's all more even inside of there, dispersed way more evenly. And here, it's a different pattern. You see that? So there is definitely a difference in them. Honestly, I like this one here better, the one I brought from the US, and that's the one I'm gonna go with. So I'll show you my little pigtail. I haven't taped it yet, but I made this little adaptive pigtail down in there, and then I still have the original light plug in place. All right.